Yo, it's Guido here, and guess what I got on phone? Whoa, hold up, fucking. Okay, go.
What up? This is Bambam the Vodochild up in this bitch.
Yeah, Voodoo Child, man. All right, so you put an update about the Boondocks thing with Gordy, and I know you and Kara and Gordy hang out every so often, right?
I've only hung out with Gordy that one time.
All right.
Motherfucker, I go in there, he has some like fucking chocolate kush muffins and shit. I was like, that's what's up.
But no, like I know that you and Gordy are like on like a professional working level, right?
Not as much anymore. Like since fucking I haven't been doing much with Carib anymore and shit. I haven't really seen too many of people like that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's understandable. But I mean, you can judge his character, right?
Yeah, he's a fucking smart motherfucker too. Like you talk to this dude, it's like talking to an English professor.
And what I always said too, there was a local act called Mass Murderers. They did a show with Gordy, and one of the guys in the duo, Chaos Anubis. I was talking to him because he was opening for Cottonmouth Kings and Twisted in Grand Rapids, and he was saying that, and before this show, they did the Gordy show, and I was like, "So how's Gordy?" And he's like, "Dude, that dude's fucking ridiculous." And I'm like, "Yeah," because I've always heard shit because I've never seen Gordy live before, you know.
I was disappointed too because when I went to the tent, I didn't even see his ass. I saw him walking around at one point after he performed during the day. I was like, oh shit.
Uh, but like a lot of people don't know is that like whenever he's like behind camera or whatever, he's like he's tries to act all thug or whatever. But whenever you talk to him, then this is what Chaos told me. All right, he said that whenever you talk to him, he talks to you like a white person, like a
He does,
straight up.
straight up. That's why I was saying it's like talking to an English professor. Like the motherfucker got better grammar than like my foster mom does. It's like holy shit. And you wouldn't even like when you meet the motherfucker, you wouldn't even be like, this is Gordy. He's sitting there like in his button-up shirt, his little fucking baseball cap, just chilling and stuff.
Right.
And it's like holy fuck, this is the same dude just fucking screaming the shit you hear on CDs, and then you talk to him, and it's like, wow, it blows your fucking mind how smart this dude is.
Right. But
They
yeah.
call him an alien in the studio.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me pull up the status that you put up. All right. I'll just read the status and we'll just go from there. All right. You put, why the fuck would King Gordy want to side to psychopathic? I saw on some site some dude talking shit, calling him washed up, blah 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 blah. Why the fuck would he want to? Gordy is doing his own thing. Why would smoking a shit ton of weed, which he does?
Hell yeah.
Like every so often he'll Twitter update or Facebook update like a pound of weed. I'm like, Jesus fuck.
Always, like every day, too. He puts pictures of the shit sometimes. It's like, why? Looking at some of the buddy smokes makes you want to bust a nut.
Right. Alright, and then he said that he's getting weed and he gets tons of money, alright? Why would he want somebody else sticking their finger into his cash flow? I'm sorry, I'm a juggalo till I die, but I will not worship the ground side walks on. And I think Gordy is better off without them not getting his shit changed and told what to do. He's the motherfucking king of horrorcore. Hell, the Dark Lord Vader, alright? And I knew you were waiting for me because as soon as I saw that, what I had to do is I had to reread it like 2 times or so, and I was thinking of the right thing to say. And what I said is that that's the main reason why Ishan left way back in the day, if you think about it. All right.
Straight up. When you saw when he gets signed, this shit changed so much.
Oh my God. A1 Yola compared to Repentance, A1 Yola. That if you compare that to what he had out after he got out, Sacrificial Lambs, completely different. Even before that.
Different. They hadn't even dropped the Unholy. He went from Isham the Unholy to fucking Isham the Boogeyman.
That's because they didn't. That's because they were doing the whole Shangri-La, heaven, hell, and they want juggalos to be good, not unholy or whatever. But I'm like, come on, you know. But that's the reason why he left, you know. And I said that Gordy's way too psychopathic for Psychopathic Records. they would
Real
they
talk.
would water his stuff the fuck down, you know?
You can't have this motherfucker talking about busting nuts on Jesus' face on their label.
Right? Because ICP will get even more shit for that if they were to sign him. I think that it would be cool to sign Gordy on there, but like business wise, no, it wouldn't.
I don't even want to see what they'd have him putting out though. Like just like we were saying about Esham just now. Like it's still
Right?
good and shit, but at the same time, it's just you know that's not him.
Oh yeah. Well, what I would like to see is maybe like, you know how they had like what's it called, Hatchet House,
Yeah,
and they had like Dayton Family, who is
yeah.
not on Psy anymore,
Right?
and Vanilla Ice, who is not on Psy anymore.
Man, fucking Vanilla Ice, dog, I don't know what they were thinking.
Well, I like Vanilla Ice because he's gotten so much shit through the industry standpoint, you know?
He has when you look at it that way, but
If you look
I
at it
don't
that
like
way.
his shit.
But, like, some of his new stuff is like, alright, I can bump to this song, but this song's fucking weak as hell. What the fuck, you know? But, like, with his Wisdom Tendency Focus album, there's, like, hit and miss songs, you know? And
Yeah,
sure, he's been a juggalo, you know, and all that, but I don't know about
sometimes
that
it takes
one.
more than just being a juggalo, though.
Right?
Like fucking my mom used to watch that surreal life shit, and I'd see Vanilla Ice on it. He'd be walking around, he'd be rocking his hatchet shit to the motherfucking teeth. But that doesn't mean I want to listen to him.
Right, right. But like, what would be cool to have Gordy on side is merchandise.
That would make some sick merch for sure.
He
He'd be
would
fucking
sell
flooded with
so
that shit.
much. He would sell so much merch, like a ridiculous amount, you know?
Yeah.
Because I know he doesn't.
Gordy blunt wraps.
Fuck the violent J joints, man. King Gordy death blunts or whatever, death papers.
What?
You know how they had that Wizard in the Hood album,
Yeah.
and they had like violent blunts or whatever, or violent joints.
Yeah, like they had all the fucking names and shit.
Yeah, they had the names for like each person on a piece of paper, of rolling papers that came with in a tin.
Oh yeah, fucking came in the little tin or whatever.
Yeah. What I was thinking is that they could do that, but with King Gordy. You know, like killer papers or something like that, murder papers or something.
I wouldn't even want to smoke those stuff.
Right. I would just want to like pin them up on my wall in my room or something.
I get 2 packs, one to smoke and one to pin them all up.
Right.
Then knowing me when I'm fucking desperate, no, I got a bong, I don't need to roll that.
Right. But I mean, like, Gordy, he doesn't need Psy. He's doing so much better. I just wish that he would come out to fucking Grand Rapids more often, you know.
Yeah.
But not a lot of people come out here, so.
Yeah, but Gordy's fucking set. Like, he really don't need to sign with them.
Right.
Like, just like I said in that status, he's sitting back counting his money, fucking smoking his weed. Like, he's doing fucking good.
Right. So let's get into this whole Boondocks thing. Because I was at work whenever all this was going down. Like, I saw a couple Twitter tweets or whatever beforehand saying, like, I'm not really happy of what the decision that I'm probably going to make later on. Or so, he said something along the lines of that, and I'm like, and Rain Man, who's another YouTuber, he made a video saying, okay, I've been following his Twitter accounts and all that, and it doesn't sound like he's doing too hot. So I made a response.
Apparently he got his shit hacked.
Well, phished more than hacked, because to hack something you have to hack the whole entire website. Phish is basically.
I don't know much about that type of stuff, but yeah, that man.
But yeah, bam, Phish, Phish. Phishing is basically what happened to my account by a bunch of haters. What they did is they got hold of my email, alright, and then what they did is they ran it through a computer program where they try so many combinations of words, and then they match up your password, and then you can log in.
Oh shit.
And that's what that's what happened.
Well, that's what actually fucking got me on the Gordy thing, because Gordy apparently was like, nah, that wasn't no Fisher hacker or whatever, that was all you saying it. And somebody was talking shit about Gordy about that. I was like, what the fuck? Like, why did Gordy even get mentioned?
Right. I mean, sure, Gordy has gone on tour with Boondocks whenever he's like around Ohio area, Indiana and Michigan, of course, you know. Like Gordy's opened up for him or whatever at like a side show here and there, you know.
Oh yeah.
But like, if anything, Gordy he's one of the realest motherfuckers from what I see, and like in the business wise of rap music
Straight up,
and
he's
wicked
got his
shit.
business handled. He's doing his shit the way he wants to do it without motherfuckers fucking with him. Like, fucking when he was recording Jesus Christ Misses, the producer was talking to us at one point about it. His beat guy was almost like, alright, fuck you, you gotta go to somebody else, you can't be saying this shit on our beats. But even if he was to do that, fucking Gordy's in a position, he'd be like, alright, peace, flip him off the side, find a new guy.
Right, you know,
like,
just
it's not like that's
hating
fucking
our
jackass,
guys, you know? Right. But yeah, like with me with the whole Boondocks thing, sure, I was a little bit too quick to jump the gun, but I said my first couple of videos, my first video, I said if he does leave, I'm not gonna hate him. I love his shit, you know. And
yeah, it's the same thing I had with it. And fucking, even when he was saying on the video that he put up tonight after all this shit was getting handled, he was like, fucking, I can't do this. I'm not leaving my family. I can't live in Detroit and shit.
yeah,
I'm like, I got love for that. The motherfucker's sticking to his roots. He's not just like, oh, I'm gonna fucking go up there and become this big star and psychopathic. He's staying home. He's taking care of his kids and shit.
to me that's a
Like,
true
he wants
father,
to be with
man.
his homies that he grew up with. Like, I got love for that, hardcore.
Right? Like with me, like fucking, if you're a father, all right, me, I'm not, all right, but if I ever become one, I would want to watch my kids grow up. And
Yeah,
like,
hell yeah. You don't want to leave your kids just so you can go do all that shit.
right?
Like, it
I
ain't
mean,
worth it. It might be your dream, but at the same time, you don't want to watch your kid's life go away. Like, look what got Tech all depressed and shit for a while.
right. Like he made that song, In the Rain, I believe.
Yeah, when he had his daughters on it and shit.
Yeah, and that was the fucking shit, you know. But
Hell
like,
yeah, it's like fucking showing, like, fucking, these guys are people too. People forget about that.
yeah, like me, like I talk to you like on a personal level, like on Facebook, like, yo, what's up, brother? You know,
Hell
like
yeah,
I
it's
don't
like we're
treat.
fucking homies. Like, it's not like fucking one of the groupies hitting me up like, yo, when's the next song dropping? Can I get some free shit? Man, I don't even got free shit to give.
Right, and that's how I am with you and Caleb, you know, like I'll be like, yo, what's good? What's going on in your life? You know, I'm not
Hell
like,
yeah.
oh my god, bam, oh my god,
Tiny.
Jizz, you know, I'm your biggest fan, oh my god, you know, and have like your name carved in my wrist or something weird like that.
Yo, the craziest shit, I actually heard somebody saying they wanted to get my name tattooed on them.
Really? Like,
Yeah,
was
I
it
was
some?
like, are you fucking shit?
Was it some broad?
No, it's a dude.
What? That makes it a little bit more weird.
What?
Sorry, soda. I said that makes it a little bit more weird.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Bam, the Vodochild. He's my biggest fan. It's so awkward because the craziest thing I heard from Kara about FanWise is that some broad showed her tits or whatever
Yeah.
on his Facebook or whatever. Or Kara written like in fake blood across her chest. So I'm like, really, dude? He's like, yeah, my account got banned, and that's why I haven't talked to you in so long. I'm like, oh, all right. Because me, for a while, I thought that he was just like ignoring me or busy or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But
Fuck, I might get in shit then. Fucking, that girl Spooky's been posting some fucking bloody ass
oh
pictures
god,
of herself
yeah,
on my page.
that broad is fine as hell.
Oh yeah, I know.
But yeah, so are you coming out with any new music soon?
I actually just dropped a track the other day and shit.
Oh really? I was not aware of this.
Fucking, like, I was bumping a lot of fucking Esham at the time too, so like right off at the beginning I was high as hell, and I noticed I'm like, oh shit, I'm going completely off an Esham flow right now. So I even mentioned it like 4 lines in and then switched it up.
Nice. Have you ever thought about doing a track with Esham or at all, or is
I think about that all the time. That would be fucking amazing.
like I've talked to Kid Crusher on Tiny Chat, and he said that he would, but because he's not in the U.S., he would charge a little bit extra or whatever, like money wise, to be
Yeah.
featured or whatever, which is kind of shitty, but
Well, I'm
it's a
fucking working
business.
on saving up for getting a track with Kid Crusher too. Since you mentioned him, he's gonna be charging me like 200 a verse for it.
That's not too bad. Like,
nah, that's why I was like,
business-wise, you know.
Fucking, he did a hook for me and Kara, but we still haven't got that shit finished yet.
Really?
Like, it's been forever. Fucking shit's just got slowed down since he got this new girl, and I'm fucking proud of him. He's finally happy, but it's slowed down shit a lot.
Oh yeah. You think he's just settling down or something, or
it seems that way?
Is he just gonna be like a studio gangster?
Well, I don't know what's gonna end up happening, but it's got to the point where I haven't seen the motherfucker in like over a month, and he lives like 10 minutes away from me.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty intense.
But like I said, like he's finally found a girl that really makes him happy and shit, so I can't help but be like, that's what's up.
That is,
like,
you
he's
know,
in a good place.
it's
He's
hard.
like my brother. Like fucking, if he ever needs me, I'm here, and it's the same thing. I know if I need him, he'd be here.
Well, that's the thing though. Like nowadays, like me, that's the reason why I'm still single, because motherfucking broads always either lie, cheat, or steal from you. You know.
Yeah, pretty much all of them.
You know. And I know that you were recently single whenever I called in on Valentine's Day.
That was the worst fucking time for me to ever have a fucking interview. Like, I just get out of a relationship, and then it's on Valentine's Day. I get up in there, and all they're talking about is that type of shit.
You know, want to hear something funny about that? You know, whenever one of them broads that were on that show, they were like, "So do you have a special someone?" And me, I was semi-drunk at that time, alright? And that's why I was not talking like I am talking now. I was like spacing my words or pausing between words and shit when I was on the phone, you know? And I was like, kinda. Whenever I said that, the chick that I was dating, she said, "So I heard you were on Site Radio." I'm like, "Yeah, go check it out." And then she's like, and then as soon as she hears my part, she's like, "Oh, okay." And she ended up breaking up with me because of that. Yes.
Oh my god. Wow. This is a fuck.
Right? It's like, what the hell? You go up and break up with me because I didn't shout you out or something on like some radio show or whatever? Some YouTube radio shit, you know? Come on now. Come on now. But
a girl would do that though. Like, holy mother of fucking Satan, that's insane.
I mean, like, if say, like, if you had a girlfriend or whatever, and she calls into Side Radio, she gets on the line or whatever, and she doesn't give you a shout out, are you gonna be pissed? I'm gonna be like, no, I'm gonna be happy that she got through.
Hell yeah, with how many people try to get through every fucking night?
I was surprised I got through that night, man.
There was like 50-some people trying to get in. These are the only ones that got through.
Right. I mean, like the night that you and Caleb were on, like I knew that there was like over like 400 people that like liked the status update on your Facebook page. You know, on both of y'all saying that Caleb and Bam gonna be on Side Radio tonight. Better peep it out. And I clicked like, and I'm like, dude, I'm calling in. And along with like 50 other people, they were saying like, oh, I'm calling in too. You know.
Hell yeah, it was dope as fuck that you were one who was able to get through.
Right, me and what's his name?
Alex.
Yeah.
And fucking it was dope because Alex is somebody that's been down since the beginning. You're somebody that's been down since the beginning. Like if it would have been y'all guys getting through, who would have known? It could have been somebody coming in, like we were saying earlier.
I love your music. You're the world to me. I want to be a cannibal.
Shut up.
I want to be your cannibal tonight, man. You know, there might be some broad calling in, like saying like, "Oh, so I heard Bam was single."
Yo, there was something they was trying to pit me off on that show too at one point.
Dude, that was ridiculous, that show. But I know that.
Sexy Let hit him up. I'm like, I just got out of this relationship. I was still trying to work shit out with my ex at that point.
Really?
Yeah, and it's like they're telling me to have all these chicks hitting me up and shit. I'm like, that's not gonna help.
Right, and then that chick that you were probably trying to get back with, that one redhead broad, right?
No, she had brown hair.
Oh, okay, I'm colorblind, so. But like, I mean, like, they start saying that, I'm like, so if, and now that you said this to me, like, I'm like, okay, so if she was to listen to the archive or watch the thing, and sees that, she's gonna be like, oh hell no, he better not be trying to get back with me. You know, that's my attitude that I would be like if I was abroad, you know. But
Yeah, straight up.
you know, it's whatevs. It's whatevs.
Whatever though. Broads are so fucking unpredictable. It's not even funny.
Right, right. So are you going to the gathering this year or no?
And no, I'm not going this year. I'm not going
Because
for
I'm
that.
going this year, man.
What?
I'm going this year.
And I ain't been since the 10th.
Oh really?
And it depresses me because every year something else disappoints me. It's like by the time I get there, it's just gonna be like, where the fuck am I?
Right, right.
At least this year, I fucking feel safe about not being at the Gordy show. If some motherfucker throws a rock, he's gonna be blasting like the whole front row.
Dude, I'm gonna be up there with Gordy, and me and Crazy McCormick and a bunch of other YouTubers. We're all planning on going together. All right, packing one van and Crazy McCormick's van, and we're all gonna camp together or whatever and hang out. And we're gonna bring like small little hand camcorders or whatever, like cheap ones from like where I work at Kmart, you know.
Hell yeah, and just get like all sorts of footage for it and shit.
Oh yeah, just walking around, you know, just walking to the bath into like a toilet or to a john or something, or walk into the shower, you know, film, show people what's up, you know, and then
yeah, the shit they don't normally see, like the shit without the fucking cases everywhere. It's like, let's see the family, let's see what's going on. Molly, shut the fuck up.
Your dog's barking or something?
Yeah, she sees something out the window and she's going nuts. She's a hound too, so it's like, woo!
But yeah, like, you know, the stuff like the backyard wrestling stuff, you know, that you've seen on the Family Underground DVD.
Yeah.
Like, they got that going on every single day, apparently.
Yeah, they do. They got, like, the training going on and shit. Like,
right?
At one point, I got a fucking photo album up for the 10th annual, and you see me standing there with the guy that won it that year. He got, like, his head all bandaged up. He had a concussion. The doctor was like, you need to leave. He was like, fuck this. Like, the dude had a fucking screwdriver shoved into his arm at one point. He was showing me the hole in his arm.
Gross, dude.
I was like, holy fuck. And then I go watch JCW, and I was like, this is fucking fake. I saw Rude Boy bust a blood packet on somebody's head. I was like, oh my god, they make the trainers do real shit, but then when they actually get into it, it's all staged.
Well, that's what wrestling is. You know that, right?
Well, I know wrestling staged.
Okay.
I'm like, this motherfucker got stabbed with a screwdriver, and he's going into something that's staged.
Right? I mean, well, Rude Boy, he's not the best wrestler on JCW, you know that, right?
Straight up, but it disappointed me so much. I was standing there right at the fucking front of the ring and shit. Like, I wanted to smell the fucking blood. And I see a blood packet. I was like, I'm outie.
Well, I'm excited to see him. Crazy and CPN, Crazy McCormick and Travis Put Ninja and I are all huge wrestling fans.
Yeah.
And what I want to see is I want to see the JWO on Legends Night.
I don't know too much about wrestling, so I don't really know what that would mean.
You know the new NWO with Hulk Hogan and all them?
Yeah, I've heard of JWO and shit. I've seen like the shirts and shit.
Yeah, it's Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Shaun White, or not Shaun White, what's his name, X-Pac or whatever.
Oh shit, X-Pac?
Yeah, X-Pac.
I haven't heard that name since I used to watch WWF.
But yeah, X-Pac, Sean Waltman, that's his name, that's his real name. But they go by their real names in there. So Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Sean Waltman, they all come in for this one Legends Night show, and they're gonna be wrestling. They brought back fucking what's his name? God, I can't remember his name now. Road Dogg.
Road Dogg Jesse James.
Like, dude, that dude, he's been a juggalo since day one. That motherfucker has, and he's repped the hairstyle even in the wrestling business, you know.
Hell yeah. Road Dogg was dope. He used to come out there with fucking badass Billy Gunn and shit.
Right.
Fucking had the microphone and everyone. I can't remember what the fuck he always said.
he's all like, ladies and gentlemen of the world, or something like that.
The new age outlaws.
Right.
I haven't watched wrestlers since it was WWF. I miss that shit though, like fucking DX and shit, beating the living fuck out of Vince McMahon and everything all the time.
Right. Nowadays it's
Blowing
really
up his RVs and shit.
Nowadays, since Chris Benoit passed away, God rest his soul, with all the concussions and stuff, that's what they believe that caused them to do that double murder suicide.
Oh yeah, not steroids.
Not steroids, it's the concussions, because
Shit.
that plus he was doing drugs, he was doing cocaine and a bunch of painkillers and shit.
Yeah.
And that altered his mind's mentality of thinking and made him super paranoid because they read his diary.
Kill his family and kill himself.
Yeah, because they read his diaries and he was writing to Eddie in his diaries saying that I'm so paranoid. Like, that's the reason why he has a gate surrounding his whole entire facility of where he lives. That's the reason why his house is made out of brick and stuff.
Shit.
He has 2 guard dogs. He took his kid to a private school because he didn't feel safe in a public school.
Fuck.
You know? Like, that's what happened with all this wrestling, and that's why they banned chair shots to the face and pile drivers and certain suplexes, because it can cause vertebrae damage for suplexes, and if you spike your head on a suplex, you know, like a belly to back suplex, you could spike your head and cause a concussion that way. So it's been watered down so much now, and I'm kind of hating it, but I'm kind of digging it, you know.
It's been years since I watched it. When I used to watch it, it was when like fucking Kane was still in the mask, setting people on fire. Fucking Undertaker was hanging people on crosses and shit.
That was
fucking strangled Gangrel from the Brood or whatever on the fucking rope and shit.
The blood spill and all that.
Hell yeah, like that's the type of shit I was down with. It got so fucking to the point where it's just like a soap opera now.
Oh hell yeah, it is. It's like it's all planned out, and it's so planned out that you can tell. Like the CM Punk shoot that happened. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't hear nothing about that.
Oh man, you missed out, man. CM Punk's contract was running up, and he had a title shot for the WWE title. All right.
Yeah.
And his contract was running out, and the last pay-per-view that he was going to be at was in Chi-Town, Chicago, his hometown.
Yeah.
And he was planning on taking the title and leaving, just like Bret Hart did.
Just like dipping with it.
Exactly, taking it and going to some other place with it, or just taking it and leaving, you know.
Yeah.
And so basically, he was facing John Cena. He ended up winning and took off of the title. But before all that, he did a huge shoot saying how if you're not part of the Breakfast Club, and Breakfast Club as in Triple H, John Cena, or Randy Orton, who are basically the top 3 guys, and nobody can overtop them, or whatever. And that's how it is. But he was completely saying, like, I hope this company would be better off when Vince McMahon rolls over and dies. But it won't, because the company's just gonna go to his idiot son-in-law and his stupid daughter.
Yeah.
And he was going all off, like a full-out shoot. But it was ridiculous, man.
Yeah, I haven't kept up with wrestling, so like I know CM Punk. I only know him because fucking apparently some shit was going on with him and Chris Brown.
Oh yeah. He was saying that what was that about? I remember I did a video about it. Basically, Chris Brown, he got you know how he got like the 2 stage performances at the Grammys or whatever the fuck it was?
I don't know shit about it when it comes to mainstream.
I don't know either, but apparently, he got to perform twice at the Grammys, and CM Punk was like, I don't understand how the Grammys would let a woman beater do that, and then he's like, man, I would lay the smack down on you, and Chris Brown tweeted, this is all on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Chris Brown tweeted back to CM Punk saying like, oh, you're just a punk, you little punk bitch or whatever. And then he put hashtag ain't no punk. Alright.
Yeah.
And then CM Punk tweeted back to him, he's like, at least I don't beat on women. He said, I'm a man. I don't assault women.
Yeah.
And then he's like, hashtag not a woman beater. And then Chris Brown tweeted back saying something, I don't remember what it was. And then after a show, CM Punk got told what Chris Brown was saying to him on Twitter, and this was not under WWE's permission. What he did is he filmed like a 1 minute long video, short video, straight after a match in a hallway of some arena, alright, or outside of a dressing room or something, saying that I do not think and I do not believe that picking up trash for a couple of hours justifies fucking beating a woman constantly and then dumping her on the side of the road to be abandoned. That does not justify what Chris Brown did. Just because you're and he did quotation fingers, a celebrity doesn't mean that you can get off that easily. If I had my way with him, I would take him in the ring and I would show him how a man really fights. You know, and all that. And it wasn't a promo, you know, it wasn't like a shoot promo, it wasn't nothing, it was straight from CM Punk.
Yeah, it was just straight up, this is what I'm fucking saying to you type of thing.
Yeah, it was Phil Brooks, which is CM Punk's real name, you know.
Yeah.
Alright. See you, Dad. You guys having to work. But like it was straight Phil Brooks, you know, and it wasn't CM Punk's persona or character like you see on TV. It was legit him, like you would see like on a radio interview on YouTube. Because whenever he does interviews like on YouTube or radio shows, he's himself. He doesn't portray like I'm the best in the world, you know. He's not like I'm a punk rocker or anything like that.
Yeah,
Stage for life.
The shit real says what he's saying and thinking and shit.
Yeah, he doesn't do the what's the word? I can't remember the word. He doesn't do the kayfabe.
The what?
The kayfabe. It's a wrestling slang for like how you know how like somebody gets injured on the show or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they go off in real world and they get an interview in the real world. Like say someone who breaks their hand, they get in a cast, right?
Okay.
And they go and have a radio interview. They have that cast still on them, and they still sell it to the radio show.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that.
Yeah, he's just like, fuck it, like, just fucking in wrestling, come out with a neck brace, and then go out in the world without it type of thing.
Yeah, that's how he is. You know, he's real, and he's like, yeah, it's staged, some of the stuff that is scripted, but the wrestling in the ring is all real, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But yeah. So basically, my opinion on the whole scenario with Boondocks is I'm still gonna listen to his shit. You know.
Same with me. I was talking to Spooky about that earlier tonight. It's like I don't give a fuck what label he's with.
Right? I mean, even if he starts his own label, kind of like what ABK did.
Yeah.
That Native Warpath or whatever the hell it's called.
Whatever. Yeah.
I don't listen to it. ABK. I honestly can't bump to his stuff.
I don't like this shit really since like fucking Hatchet History and like fucking whatever the fuck it was called, Hatchet Warrior, Dirty History and shit. Yeah. Other than that, like there's a couple songs from him here and there that I'm down with.
Right. Well,
I liked him when he was with Lotus.
I just can't stand him. That I don't know if it's just because he has a list of him or what. I just can't stand him.
He's just not wicked enough for me. I'm in there for wicked shit.
Right.
Like, stop it, man. Like, no.
Just no. Go away.
Like, smack on the nose. Go sit in the corner.
Yeah, like, you know, if he starts his own Southern label, you know, if like Cousin Cletus is like the second top guy or whatever, like ICP did with the Breakfast Club, as I call him, with Twisted and Blaze, you know? Yeah. If he does something like that down south for Southern wicked shit people, because I'm sure there's tons of like Southern wicked shit artists out there.
Yeah, for sure there is.
They're just really
underground.
Think
how much more fucking wicked Boondocks would be without Psychopath.
Right? I mean, not
like,
to water him down.
He's already pretty wicked most of his shit as he is, and you gotta know they're watering him down.
Well, I mean, compare Crimson Creek to South of Hell.
I thought Crimson Creek was way better.
Oh yeah, you know, I think they're like, all right, that was the album that got you over.
Yeah, and now just fucking do what we're doing.
Right, you know, and that's.
Like, let's be Bang Pal Boom homies.
Oh god, don't even get me started with that. That album.
Part 2.
That album is just, to me, Bang Pal Boom is just a party album.
I hated it, and fucking, I see so many people that are getting all fucking psyched for Mighty Death Pop and shit. I'm like, I really give a fuck less about it. When it comes out, I'm gonna download it, and if it's decent, I might buy it.
Right. That's what I usually do with albums in general. If not, I just go on YouTube and look up like a song or two, and I'm like, all right, this is cool. This is cool. I'll go
Well, it
buy
didn't
it.
even used to be like that. When I fucking first started getting down and shit, every time I see people put something out, it's like, this is gonna be fresh. I'll go into the store like as soon as I can, buy it without listening to shit, come home and be like, that's what's up. But nowadays, I can't do that no more.
Right.
Like, I'd rather spend money on fucking anything else than the new shit. Like, I'll go
Right.
buy a bag of socks or something. Like,
Well, I was talking to who was it? It was Warlock, who is a juggalo rapper, or a rapper that is a juggalo
yeah.
on YouTube, and he's a comment ninja. He comments on everybody's shit, you know. And he was saying that what is the what? Okay, there's so much other fresh shit out there, like with Esham, King Gory, all this other stuff in the past 2 years. All right,
Yeah.
what has ICP came out with
I
in
don't
the
see shit to be proud of.
in the last
Even
2 years?
Hollow Wicked disappointed me, dog. Fucking, did you hear the Hollow Wicked CD this year?
Yeah, it was crap. The only
It didn't have shit to do with Halloween. I was like, what the fuck? That was
well,
my first Hollow Wicked. I went there, I was like, this is gonna be dope. Like, I know they're doing the American Psycho tour now, but I was like, by the time it's freaking Hollow Wicked, it's gonna be Hollow Wicked. I get
right,
there, there's no pumpkins on the stage. There's like fucking this big ass American flag in the back. Like, I understand your tour, but this is supposed to be fucking Hollow Wicked.
right. Well, I mean, the song Monster, that kind of goes along the lines with the Behind the Paint, which is kind of cool in a way, but it
That'd be cool on
wasn't
an album, not a Hollow Wicked single.
right, like a bonus song or something, or a bonus track or something. But
Hell
like,
yeah, but don't put it as your fucking Hollow Wicked single, straight up. Like, if
right,
they ended up doing another one of those compilation CDs, like, it's gonna go through a bunch of Trick or Treat shit, then land on that track,
right.
just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I was talking to Warlock, and he's like, the only two albums that ICP came out with the last 2 years was the Old Shit, whenever they did the Old Shit tour, which is
Yeah.
like a best of album, alright? And then the Featuring Freshness, which is another like best of album, but with featuring artists that
They
they're,
didn't even fucking put any Esham on.
yeah, well, they put one song, but it was listed with
Did
each,
they? I got the album, I only listened to it like once.
right? Like, the only thing that they have on that that's like somewhat different is like two songs, I think.
Which one?
I honestly don't know. It's on the second CD. I think it's the last two.
I'm not sure, I'd have to look at it. My CDs are way on the other side.
That's fine, man. But like, there's only two songs that are new on that. But everything else is on every other CD. So if you're like a frequent Juggalo CD buyer or whatever, or music listener, you've already heard all that shit.
The same thing with fucking Cryptic Collection 4.
Oh, the Chronic Collection off the Twisted and Cannibal tour.
Yeah, I heard about that. Apparently, it's not one new song on there.
There isn't. I bought that shit. It was $5, alright?
Yeah.
And all it is just every single weed song that they've ever made. Put like you know how like back in the 90s they had one weed related song or two weed related songs on each CD that they came out with.
Yeah, they'd have like one or two. They wouldn't make too many and shit.
Yeah. Well, what they did is they took every single weed song and they put them in a specific order so they would sync together really well. So it would like send off one song and it would transfer into the next song, and it would fade out to
Done that
the
shit
next
on the
song.
mix CD.
Right? You know, it's just stupid, you know. But sure, it's cool to have, and it was cheap. It was like $5, you know. So it wasn't a lot, but and same thing with the.
Apparently, it was the same thing with the Blaze one too.
I was just about to say that.
Old shit.
I bought that one as well. It's just the same old shit, except for two songs from the deluxe Gang Rags version, which was originally the original one.
Yeah.
You know, but
they didn't like the artwork or whatever.
they didn't. Violent J didn't like it. Violent J is like the final listener from what it sounds like. You know, he's like what you call the final boss. You know,
Yeah.
if he likes it, he'll put it out. If he doesn't like it, he'll make you change everything, and that's pretty much what happened with it. So, but I bought the deluxe Gang Rags, and I bought the I bought the deluxe one, the Chaos and Chronic Tour one or whatever, the Twisted one, and the Blaze and Bake. The only thing that is on Blaze and Bake that's not on any other one is on the Deluxe Gang Rags. There's only 2 songs that are from that album, but it just has different beats. And then they call it Hood Mix. And it's just like, okay, that beat's kind of whack. I like the original one that you put out on the main CD better, you know?
Yeah. They were just throwing something together, trying to get a little bit of extra cheddar out of the juggalos like they're always doing.
Yeah, you know, and like...
All they give a fuck's about getting money. They don't even remember what fucking family is anymore.
Well, I mean, like, I was listening to, the Fuck Ever on almost said W Fuck Off, on Sci Radio or whatever, and Shaggy was taking callers, and he was, like, completely being a dick to a couple of people on the phones, you know? I don't know if you've been listening to it or not, or... Have you?
I haven't heard it, no. I was just like... But fucking, even the other night, I went to a fucking Academy show, and I was kicking it with Jay Reno afterwards. And Jay Reno's just like, he starts talking to me about psychopathic and shit, and he's like, man, they're not doors you want to fuck with. You don't want to go behind those doors. It's going to completely change everything you've ever thought for them.
Right, right. And
like, this is coming from people that are fucking, like, behind the scenes and shit. So I end up asking him, I'm like, well, fucking the same type of shit that happened with E, right? And he's like, I'm going to be honest with you, Ishan's a moron, but he doesn't fucking lie about anything.
Exactly. Sure, Ishan makes some mistakes here and there, you know, and he
owns up. He doesn't lie.
He owns up to them too, you know.
Yeah, what he does wrong, he owns up to, and he says his side, like where he fucked up and where they fucked up. He doesn't like just sit there and point the fingers, like just at them. He points back to himself, and he's like, "Yeah, I fucked up too at some point."
Yeah, you know, I mean, like, no, I listened to Ishan before I got into ICP, and so me, I'm always on Isham's side before Psychopathic, but that's just me, you know, and me doing that and then me being open about it on YouTube about it, like I am right now, people.
If it means anything to all the motherfuckers watching, I got Isham's back too, all the way, 100 motherfucking %.
But I mean, like, people
give me... hate on me for it, let them fucking hate.
Exactly. People hate on me for, like, oh, fuck you, you with Isham, you're not a juggalo, you're a juffalo. I'm like...
Yeah, these are the same fucking sheep that would fucking lick the bottom of Violent J's seat if you asked them to.
That's why I coined the phrase sheepalo.
Yeah.
It's the people who are hound dogging on ICP and everything ICP does. You know? Yep. Like that boy Blue guy. But I keep having beef with what I don't have beef with. I just can't stand that kid, but that's besides the point.
That's a whole nother story.
It is, you know, because the dude, he claims fam, but yet he doesn't give back to fam. And then he's like, oh, I need help, but I don't have a job or a job experience, and I'm 30-something, or pushing on 30 years old, and I live with my mom, and I have some medical issues, but I don't want to get a job because I'm lazy. And I'm like, dude, I'm 22 years old, you're like almost 30. I live with my folks, and my mom's has breast cancer, alright? Right? You know? And I'm living with my mom's because of that. Other than that, if that didn't came up, I would have been moved out by now.
Well, that's definitely a reason to fucking stay though.
Like, right? Wow. To take care of my mom's, you know? And I'm like, so tell me what your story is. Tell me what's wrong with your life, you know? Like, I got this, this, and this. And he's like, I'm bipolar, or borderline schizophrenic. I'm like, dude, there's no fucking such thing as borderline schizophrenic.
It's either you are or you're not.
Right? It's either you are or you're just fucking paranoid whenever you're not.
Like what? You fucking... How could... It's either... You can't, like, sorta hear voices.
It's either you do or don't.
You do or you don't.
Right? Or you can't sorta see shit that's not there but there, you know?
Yeah, you either do or you don't.
Right? Like me, like, I get paranoid whenever at nighttime because I have insomnia. And if I go like 3 days without sleep, I'll start hearing noises that's not there, you know? Well, that's just me, you know? And that's from lack of sleep, obvious.
Yeah, straight up, lack of sleep can fuck somebody up.
Right? You know, you can hear your name being called whenever there's nobody in the room with you.
Yeah.
But like this kid, like he's a straight up sheepalo, and I call him that all the time. You know, and he gets all super butthurt about it. And I'm like, dude, well, you ride ICP's dick all the fucking time. All you talk about on YouTube is ICP and Hatchet related stuff. Talk about something new. And he calls himself a Juggalo promoter, but he doesn't promote Juggalos. Look at me, I've promoted you and Carib since day one.
Straight up.
And like Warlock since day one, you know? Like,
Yeah.
and he calls himself a promoter. I'm sorry, I'm just ranting off now, you know?
It's all good, homie, yeah.
I just can't stand this kid, honestly.
Well, understandable. I don't know shit about him other than what you just told me, but I wouldn't be able to either.
Well, he's a YouTube partner, alright? He's a YouTube partner.
Partners?
Yeah, he's a partner with YouTube.
Part owner?
Huh?
Did you say part owner?
I'm on the phone, Ada. No, he's partnership with YouTube. That means like if he monetizes some videos, he can get paid for every so 1,000 views. So he gets paid that way. Every other like social media website, he tries to find a way to make money off of it, and then he goes on YouTube and he begs for money for PayPal because he has no job.
People do. I saw somebody actually today that reminded me. Fucking, they posted a status and they're like, "I'll shout you out on a YouTube video if you send money to my PayPal."
Right.
I think to make it all worse, like I'd understand if this was some fucking like if Gordy went on there and said that, or like Bizarre or somebody like that. But this is some random motherfucker I've never heard of him in my life. I don't even know who. Like even looking at his face, I've never seen him before. He's like, "Send me money, and I'll shout you out on YouTube." Like, why do I give a fuck?
Right. It's just YouTube. If you have a camera or if your homie has a camera, just go on YouTube yourself and shout yourself out.
Yeah, like I got a couple random ass videos on there, mostly weed related shit. But
hold up 1 sec, I gotta get my dog. My dog's whining.
Hey.
Oh, he's standing on a doorstep and he's just whining like, I want to see you, and I'm like, no. But yeah, like this guy, he's just ridiculous. And somebody sent him $100. I'm like, why did you send him money? He's just gonna beg for more now. He's just like a street bum.
Getting it. That's just gonna encourage him.
Right? I'm like, dude, he says he has no job experience. I'm like, go be a greeter at Kmart.
Straight up, at 30 years old, you should have something.
Right.
Like, I don't give a fuck if it's like a month at McDonald's flipping burgers. You should be able to say something.
Right. Well, hey, we're coming up on like half an hour or so on this thing, so I'm gonna cut it short here.
Alright, homie.
So I'll let you go. I'll let you say your piece, and then we'll end it.
Say what?
I'll let you say what you want to say, promote whatever, and then we'll end it.
Alright, much motherfucking love to everybody watching this. Much love to the Juggalos. Don't get me wrong, I'm a Juggalo till I fucking die. And the point of this was King Gordy shit me with psychopathic. Yep.
Alright, well, I'll let you go.
Do what?
I'll let you go, man.
Yeah, just fucking keep out my shit if you want to. I'm not really promoting that much, but if you want to, keep it out, Bambam the Vodochild.
And I'll put a link in the description to your Facebook and all that shit.
That's what's up.
And your YouTube, you know, you don't really do much on it, but...
Yeah, I don't got a camera, so I don't really fuck with that too much.
Yeah. But, alright, well, I'll let you go, brother.
Alright, homie.
Because I'm gonna go to bed because I got work tomorrow. Fucking inventory.
Yeah,
Inventory day. Oh.
Better than fucking sitting there 30 years old in your mom's basement.
Well, I'm not 30, I'm 22, so...
Yeah, I know, I was making fun of your homie.
Oh, he's not my homie.
I like calling people that aren't homies sometimes because he likes to get fucked in the ass sometimes, you know?
Oh, this dude is... this dude is bisexual.
Oh, no!
Fucking A. Fucking A. Alright, Bam, well, I'll let you go, brother.
Alright, homie.
Alright, night.
Peace out.
Well, that was Bambam the Voodoo Child, everybody. I'm gonna end this here. So with that being said, I'm Guido. I'm out. Much love. Peace.